What's up, family and friends? Welcome to the Woke Nation, our nation of factual truth, where we feel free to share knowledge and spread the knowledge of factual truth without fear, without favor, and without faint. Where we encourage us to live our lives and live it well through the knowledge of factual truth. And personally, I encourage you to enjoy your life because it is yours. Don't let anyone belittle you, don't let anyone frustrate you, don't let anyone make you feel bad about yourself. You have the power to know yourself and live your life. You were born to live your own life. You are not born to live any other person's life, living or dead. You were born to live your own life. Okay, so today I'm sharing with us what I titled A Fool at 40. Um, some of us wanted to join into Daylight Brokers, but Facebook didn't allow me to do it through phone because that's only where I have the tool to invite people to join live. But it's the same thing. So, after this, I always share it also to make sure we get it. And if you want to see all my videos or to listen more, you can go to my YouTube channel. That's Woke Nation TV. You can subscribe and enjoy yourself there. Okay, nothing will happen to you if you don't follow or if you don't subscribe. It's your choice. Okay, so a fool at 40. I'm speaking about today. Many of us don't know why where or where they copied that, the origin of it from the ancient Egypt or the ancient Egyptians, and I will try to make to provoke us to think towards that direction, to know because they have lied to us about everything, not some of the things, about everything, whatever your parents taught you, whatever they taught you in schools, religious gatherings, all those things are lies. They educated you to be fool. So you have to educate yourself and live your life. I checked for like where they said a fool at 40, and they said it's that's Google. I Google it, and they said meaning if someone hasn't matured by the time they reach 40, they never will. Think what did they say that? What did they choose 40? How about 30? How about 20? How about 10? How about 50? How about 60? How about 70? Like in America, the retirement age is what? 65. Okay. Then so why not? What if retirement age is 50 or 40 or 30? But because many of us don't know this, they didn't teach us this. But we were the one that were doing it then, so we are remembering that now. Although they taught us away from it when they born us, took us for baptism, confirmation, all the indoctrination and the brainwashing they did to us home and in the society. So we didn't even know ourselves or this. I also say, what does it mean to be a fool at 40? Literally, a fool at 40 is a fool forever. It's an idiom, that is an adage or proverb or just mere saying that simply means that if you are immature at age 40, you may never develop or maximize your destiny. Now, if you follow in English, you will agree with them with this, but this is bullshit. For example, we don't live by destiny. We don't have destiny. No human being have destiny. Destiny. Another word for destiny is fate. Fate. We don't live by fate. Neither do we live by faith. Faith. So we don't live by destiny, and there's no limit in life. When you're talking about age, there's no age in nature. So this is bullshit. But I just show you what they mean when they said a fool at 40, our slave master gave us this one. But I want to tell you that it has nothing to do with age or about age. It's not talking about your age. Or if you get 40, blah, blah, blah. You cannot mature anymore. It's a lie. Okay? Every human being, we grow, we mature. We're not supposed to be limited or limit by date. No. Or age. How old are you? Blah, blah, blah. You are using their calendar they made. But nobody was born with any calendar. So that's why sometimes you don't feel that age. Look at yourself. Tell me you never feel that way. Sometimes you don't feel that age because it is a tag they place on you after you were born. You weren't born with it. Okay. So it has nothing to do with age, but experience. Experience. And I want to show you where they copy it from us, the ancient Africans or the ancient Egyptians or the ancient Kemet. That's where they copy it from. So it is about 40 years of being groomed or grounded or taught as a priest in ancient Egypt. 40 years. For you to be a priest then in Egypt, you must be trained, you must be in the temple, working there for 40 years. Do you remember when they tell you that when Samuel was born, the mother, because she vowed that, she will dedicate him to the work of God, so he took, she took him to the temple and left him there. And that's how we come to know about Eli and Samuel. Okay. So that's what the ancient Egyptians used to do in those days. If you want your child to be, become a priest, or if you want to become a priest, you must go and stay with the priests, the people that have been there before you, and they will teach you for 40 years. And when we're talking about priests, it's not people that worship God. When we're talking about priests in the ancient Egypt, it's not people that pour libation or perform some stupid rituals, saying they're consulting spring being or ancestors. No, it's talking about the doctors, where they train people to become doctors, architects, people that invent things, they study things, people that come up with great things for the society or for man or for humanity, to make us live better. It has nothing to do with having power over others or telling others, instructing others how to live their life. Mm-mm. That's not what the ancient Egyptians mean when they talk about priests. Okay, so and before you become any sort of thing in those days, you must be trained for 40 years. So after that 40 years, you don't get it. They know you will never get it. It's not your age. That's after 40 years of training, you know, and that's how they cut. And I want to take you to that, like where they put it in the Bible. I'll show you. I'll talk about Samuel and Eli in First Samuel, right? Okay, so there's another part I want to show you, like the 40 years I'm talking about. You remember about Moses? They tell you that Moses was 40 years when he became a savior of the people of Israel. When he saw the bush burning, but it did not consume. Where he said, remove your your sandals or your shoes because you are standing on the holy ground. So Moses stayed 40 years. They also tell you that Moses stayed on the mountain for 40 years and 40 nights, which Jesus copied. And that's why I want to read it for you. Let me read it first with this. Now it says in Acts chapter 7, verse 22, he said that Moses was given the best education in Egypt, not in Europe, in Africa, not in Asia, in Africa, not anywhere, any other place in this world. When Africans were inventing things, there was no history of white people anywhere. All these Europeans, Americans, Asians, you're talking today, Africans are migrating and becoming slaves in their land or beggars in their land. They weren't in the in on scene or in the picture then. It was everybody went to Africa to learn. Everybody went to Africans to do business also. So Moses was given the best education in Egypt. He was a strong man and become a powerful speaker. That's what you're supposed to do after you hear knowledge of factual truth, after you see knowledge of factual truth, after you know the knowledge, after you know the factual truth. Now you're supposed to be a strong person and a powerful speaker. Do you know? Do you now see why atheists cannot? I mean, not atheists. Sorry, the theists, people that believe in God, people that worship God, people that follow God, people that are religious, people that are spiritual, cannot stand woke person. When you are woke, especially woke Africans, there's no educated taste that can come before me and prevail. It's impossible. No matter their level of education, no matter their status in the community, they are not intelligent. They don't know. They are not wise. They are only educated. So through the wisdom of the Egyptians, as King James version we put it, or New King James version, he said Moses became mighty in wars and in deeds. So that's how it's supposed to be. After you come in contact with the knowledge of factual truth, when you know the factual truth, then you're supposed to know better, speak better, and live better. That's when you will live well, live wisely. And this New King James version it said that and Moses was learned. You see, when you go to court, how do lawyers, address their colleagues? My learned colleagues. That's educated. Oh, you educated. That's why now you think you're better than others. You see in Africa how we're struggling, and people that know how to speak English well think they are smarter than you, they are more intelligent than you. No, they are more educated than you, but they are not better than you. They are not greater than you. Put them in their place. They are educated fools. They don't know themselves. They only know the books they read. They only know whatever knowledge they gave to them, and that knowledge happened to be lies. So Moses was learned in all the wisdom of the Egyptians and was mighty in wars and deeds. That's how you can speak powerfully and do powerful things. That's why you see me today. I can stand my ground. It doesn't matter who is against me. I speak for myself. And you cannot overcome me when we are having that argument. I will never succumb to you. I submit to no one, man or woman. I don't submit. I'm not a slave. So that is where they copy that 40 years or a fool at 40 and all that. It means after being educated for 40 years and you don't get it here, like you don't know yourself, then ancient Egyptians will tell you, know yourself. That is the main reason you're supposed to be seeking after knowledge, to know yourself. Because once you know yourself, you will not be a slave to anyone. You will not bow to any god, to any being, or to anything. You will live your life wisely. You cannot tell me you submit to somebody and you are living your life wisely. No, look at wives. Because they have been subjugated to submit themselves to their husbands. They don't have say there, they have to change their name. Things they are not living their life. Wives are not living their lives. And today they also managed to make husbands also not to live their lives. Then everybody now is submitted or subjugated to government, to authorities, people that carry weapons. So if you don't have weapons, they can kill you, they can control you, they can do anything to you. But if you equip yourself, they will call you for peace talk. Come, let us talk. Around the table. What happened? What do you want? Okay, let's go this way. Let's go. But if you don't have weapons, they take you out. They do anything they want. Then that of Jesus also, like when you read Matthew chapter 2, verse 15, he said, out of Egypt I call out my son. When they wanted to kill Jesus in Europe or in yeah, in Europe, they said their God said, take him to Egypt. Egyptians don't kill people. No, they don't. Ancient Africans weren't killing people as they taught you. That's why we never made weapons of mass destruction. What we made were weapons for hunting, hunting animals to feed ourselves, not to kill one another, not to fight over land, not to be doing all the nonsense most of Africans are doing today and calling it our culture and tradition, which they are not. The strangers forcing those garbage on us. Jesus also, they told you he fasted for what? 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness on the mount of what? Transfiguration. 40 days and 40 nights. Nobody can do that. You go without food and water, 40 days and 40 nights, you can never. You will not, nobody will survive it. It's only in fairy tale. It's talking about the 40 years the ancient Egypt or Egyptians used to educate themselves. And they weren't doing it for supremacy. They weren't doing it for to invade and take other people's land. No. And after that 40 years, you don't get that knowledge, or you don't get knowledge of doing that. Then they know, this one will not make it. You don't supposed to be a priest. Don't supposed to be among the inventors or the people that are bringing out something like medicine to help humanity. So knowledge of factual truth makes you mighty in words and in deeds. But they stole it from Africa. Look at Africa today. They stole everything from us, but look at us. We are chasing them, begging them. We're not supposed to see them as our friends. We're supposed to see them as they are to us, our enemies. Those who invaded, enslaved, raped, killed, murdered, kidnapped, and enslaved us, even colonized us. They can never be our friends. We don't supposed to be competing with them in any sports, in any event. We're supposed to show them that we are above them. We are their masters before they came. We are. It's not the other way around. When they tell you that they have something bad in the world, that a servant is riding the horse while the princes are walking on foot, they are talking about Africans. But I want you to also know that we were not kings and queens, gods and goddesses before foreign invaders. No, we were not all that. Those things are bullshit. Those things limit humanity. Those things destroys humanity. We were living our lives well secured people, united people, peaceful people, prosperous people. We had no need of anything in this world. Before they came, they invaded us and brought that bullshit, giving a king, somebody, one person now ruling over others. It's not African thing. One person now thinking he can see your future or he know you more than you. No, that's anti-nature. That is evil. It's not African thing. And I remember recently I've been telling you that 40 years represent long life. And many of you don't get it because you are counting whatever years they give you through their own calendar. But if you're an Igbo person, why do you have different calendar from Gregorian calendar? Why do you have 4 days that make 4 market days that makes a week? And your month is balanced, your year is balanced, not like the crooked Gregorian calendar. There's no balance in everything foreign that came into Africa. If there's no balance there, it's not African. That's why when they force it on Africans, they force these priests to begin to, put it in their own time, in African time, because that's part of indoctrination. So when their children grew up, all they hear is that fake they gave to them. So their children think that's how our ancestors were living. That's how our forefathers were living, not knowing that no, it was not so. They were forced to change. These people invaded and converted our ancestors into accepting whatever they put on them under duress. They begin to, okay, you want us to create Christ for you, okay, but we know therapies. Okay, now we can, okay, this can be Jesus. Yeah, it can be Christ, okay. They force them to make those things, just as criminals can force you to make things or do what they want today. So understand that fear, faith, hope, love, and humility makes human being a fool. When you say you fear God or you fear the unknown, you are a fool. When you say you have faith in God or Jesus or you have faith in anyone or anything, you are a fool. When you say you hope, I hope for this, I hope for that, you are a fool. When you say you love, I love you, I love that, you are a fool. When you say you humble yourself, anyone that tells you to humble yourself is evil. That person hates you. That person is evil. That person is evil. You're not supposed to humble yourself for anything. You are not a slave. You're not supposed to fear. You're not supposed to believe. You're not supposed to have hope. You're not supposed to love. You're supposed to live your life humanly. But today, that messed us up. Some of you hearing what I just said, for example, saying, love, if you love, you're a fool. You say, oh no, what do you mean love? Love is caring. Love is not caring. Caring is caring. Love is fake feeling. It's a lie. That's why God so loved the world. Instead of destroying all the evil in the world or the enemy, he rather destroyed the world, human beings, the things that are in the world. That's how love works. But when they tell you now, you say, no, love. What do you mean? Love. I love my wife. I love my children. I love you. I love my parents. I love them. No, you don't love your friends and family. You're supposed to live with them. You're not supposed to love your children. You live with them. They have taught us a way. They made us to be living, treating one another as slaves. Your parents raised you as slaves. They raised you to be telling lies. Maybe that's what I will speak on next time. Yeah, that's why they tell you also that God is love. You're supposed to know that. Have anybody seen God? No, God is a fake being. The same way. So that's why God is love. And love is of God. God is not real. Love is not real. For you to, okay, a man that see a woman she want to have sex with, since they have put money on everything, for you to have sex today, you're gonna pay money. And if you don't have money, you lie to the woman, I love you, I love you, I love you. If you have money, rich men don't tell a woman, I love you. A rich man will call, I want to marry you. And the woman will say, okay. It's poor people. When you talk about love, it's poor people. Poor people talk about love, hope, love, fear. Rich people don't have those things because rich people now join the company of the slave masters. Slave masters don't love. Slave masters don't do all those humble themselves for what? Excuse me. You see a rich man get ready to go. The wife will stand away talking bullshit. It don't happen. It's only in poor families those things happen. I love you. He didn't say I love you today. You can't see a wife of a rich man, questioning him. It's only the poor man they question. Papa Emeka, get in there, here. Then when he get to a certain level, he was Mr. Man. That's Mr. Man. What is this? What are you doing? Okay, Christopher, Poronoso. Okay, Messiano. You don't see a wife talk to her rich husband like that or treat her. He say, yeah, because he provide for her. No, it's not. Don't be or remain a fool after the knowledge of factual truth or informations, is spoken or shown to you. Don't be a fool. Continue. No, change your thoughts, change your focus, change your directions. You have that power. No other person have that power over you unless you are their slave. And that's what you are when you say you're going to a pastor, when you say you're going to a lawyer. I say, why is it people that claim to be genius, they need a lawyer in the court? They say because if you don't take the lawyers, they speak in codes or there are a way they speak, magistrate or the judge will understand. You don't. So you are a user, you are gullible. That's how they see you. That's why the judge will ask you, where is your counsel or your defender? Yeah, that's your lawyer. You need it. Because if you don't get them, they know how to turn truth to become lie, and you will lose the case. So you have to pay them to represent you, to lie. They can turn lie to become truth, they can turn truth to become lie. Because that's what they're trying to do. So you should know that you're supposed to learn from the informations given to you, especially today when the internet is available. It's no longer the time you are waiting for newspaper to know what to read or what is happening. No, there is live coverage. People use their phone now to cover what is happening immediately. Although some of you still having issue with that, you need to grow up. Use the materials available for us today. There were times that we were killing people for knowing, just because they know they say you are a witch, especially women. A woman that begin to show that she have some knowledge, men will gang up against. Even the husband will say she's a witch. Boom, they burn her alive. They kill her. That's where they come up with witch hunt. They were hunting people that are smart. When you call somebody a witch, it's not a bad word. It's not a curse. It is today. It has become a curse. A witch is a wise person. That's another word for it. And that's what they witch. They begin to witch hunt. They are witch. They are evil. They know they are not. Witches and wizards were not evil people. It were people with, they used to call them their time extraordinary knowledge. It is natural ability. There are people that have that ability. They can see future. They can see the past. And they can see what is happening now, although it's not around them. All of us have such abilities. But the moment you submit yourself to someone else, and that person did not submit himself or herself to you, you become a slave to that person. When when you say you're submitting to somebody, that person is supposed to also submit to you. If you are giving to somebody, that person is supposed to also give in to you. But today, it has become lopsided. You know, some people have positioned themselves only on the receiving end. They keep receiving. Give me, give me, give me. God will bless you. Give me, God will do this. Give me, this will happen. Give me, it will be well with you. Honor me, obey me, this will happen. No. If I obey you, obey me. So if they refuse to obey you, stop going there. If you go to your pastor's house, but your pastors don't come to your house, stop going to the church. Stop going to him. Who is he? Does he have two heads? You say you have problem. Likewise him. He also have problem. We all are in this system together. This evil system. Don't think that somebody is suffering less than you, including the rich. All of us are suffering in this system until we rise up and replace it with our natural order. So let me give you also some examples how some people become a fool forever, a fool at 40. Like where I came from in Igbo land, it used to be something many men do when after they go and become apprentice, and they get settled, they start their own business, then they want to start their family. Some of them will go and look for a very little girl in a very poor family and say they want to train that girl to university level. After that, they will marry her. So when the girl now, went to school, the man was paying everything. Then she became a graduate. Then she said she's not gonna marry that type of person. The man is an illiterate. The man is just a mere trader. I will not marry him. The girl already has met people, educated colleagues that are wise. They are also ready to marry her. But they, you must marry him, blah, blah. You are wicked. No, that girl or that lady is not wicked. It's the man that was wicked because he took advantage of her. Many of you say, what are you saying? No, 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 no. Yes, it is. There are other grown women he would have married that time. But they think this one, no, let me take this one. She will remain a virgin, idiot. She went to university and remained a virgin for you, waiting for you. After hearing all those love thoughts and the words they push into her, and they think she will close her legs and keep it for you, uneducated one that was so stupid to train her. You are a fool that went to train her. Why will you train another person's child? Let the person train his or her own child. But that's the part of the system, the evil system they taught you. Oh, God loves you. God cares about you. But God cares for you through your fellow human being. A God that cannot care about you directly does not exist. If you believe God cares about you through your fellow human being, you are a stupid person. Until today, despite these things has been happening, even Nigerian Nollywood has been acting it in their movies. Yet it's still some men doing the same thing. Oh, I like that girl. I will tell, which family is she from? I will train her, you know. So some of them will not even tell the girl that they will marry her when she grow up. They pretend, okay, so fine, I do this for this family. The parents, her parents will force her to be my wife. No more today. That woman can also sue you, even sue the parents too. I like the way they do it in America. Some parents mess up their daughter, especially women always do that. They go to the court and get a restraining order. They don't want to see you close to their house, close to their children, and you are their parents. Oh, but no, 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 no. You won't even see your grandkids anymore. But in Africa, they still, because Africa is still practicing all those white supremacy bullshit, all those archaic nonsense they force on us by our enslavers. Force slaves to raise their children as they want, not as the children are supposed to be. Because you cannot raise somebody to be as they're supposed to be. When you raise people, you mislead them. They are not themselves, they're not living their life. Another one is giving to beggars, especially those professional beggars. You're not supposed to be giving to them for what? And you remain that fool, and you still giving it. I'm giving it so that God will bless me. I'm giving it so that door will open to me. I'm giving it so that I will not be in that condition. I'm giving it. I remember when I was a Christian, stupid things I do that time. I used to brag, I will never be poor again. I say, why? Because I give to the poor. No. Yes, if they rob you, you become poor. If they steal from you, how did Africans become poor today? Because white people rob us. That's it. It's not the doing of our own. We didn't choose poverty. No, we didn't choose that. They decided to come and invade and enslave us, stole from us. Hear us to see us today. We are poor. Everyone in Africa, including the richest man in Africa, is poor. So stop giving to the beggars. But many of you still, I have known somebody, not hearsay, first-hand witness, that remain poor because he keep giving to anyone that asks. He's going to business, he stand at the bus stop, hey, please, blah, blah, okay, give. Go to church, give. Go to where he's doing business, he's giving, giving, giving. But our people who knew business very well say, you want to be rich and you say you are a giver. There is no rich man that is a giver. It's after they are well established. Then out of their leftover, that's what they give to you. Oh, he gave me 20 million. That's leftover to him. Any man that gave you 20 million, that's leftover to him. And you see some people in family that ignore such thing and you take their hard-earned money to start business for their brother or for their sister instead of considering about their own future. Today they are regretting it. This, after all I did for you, this is how you're treating me now. I'm a bad person now. Even they are dragging land with him. They are fighting with him in Omona meeting. They are fighting with him in family meeting everywhere. They are even telling him, I use 20,000 to say, shut up. The person that you started business for, because you didn't think, you didn't reason, you remain a fool, living by all those sentiments, living by all those nonsense they force on us. So stop giving to beggars. Stop. Well, I'm giving so that no. If you must give out of your leftover. Think smart. Live well. At least learn from those people that are complaining today, suffering today, so that you will not end like that. Many of you, in future, you will regret having those children you have. You know why? Because you're raising them with some opinions of yours, not for them to live their life. Then when they go the different way, boy, you get upset. For example, my mother. My parents raised me to be in a certain way, but I departed from it for myself or to myself. And they get upset, both my father, both my mother. And some of my siblings join them. They get upset. That is their business. I am living my life. And I will never apologize for being me. I will never apologize for knowing myself. I am a Bubedike. I'm not that from everything they call me. I'm not a Zangwe they gave to me. I'm not Shedrach they gave to me. I am a Bubedike. And some will, okay, so you don't have family. You are stupid. That doesn't mean I don't have family. And why did you say that? In how many years I've been with them and I've been giving to them also, doing things for them also. From birth. How about forgive and forget? That's another thing that have made some people to become a fool at 40, Fools forever. It has nothing to do with age. I forgive and forget. That will keep you a good slave. That will keep you a stupid person. I forgive and forget. That look at Africans today. They still forgiving and forgetting. So they will never solve their problem. You can never solve their problem when you forgive and forget your enemy. Your enemy who enemies who are bent to make sure you never rise, at least to recover your heritage. They don't want it. You keep forgiving them and forgetting, pretending to forget because you never forget. Human beings don't forget anything, dead or alive. We never forget. But you have to pretend. That means you have to lie to yourself that you forget. I forgive you, and it's a lie. And when you forgive, you're supporting injustice. So why are you saying you are against evil if you can forgive? Don't be that stupid anymore. Don't forgive and don't forget. They do you something, let them pay the price. That doesn't mean you are no more a human being or you don't care about them. No. If you have what it takes to care about them and you want to do that, if you don't want to do that, you are not bad. You are not stingy. You work for it. Let them go and work for their own. Anyone that tell you are stingy, that person is stingy also. Because they're telling you who they are, what they have, not you. They want you to be like them. How about trusting somebody as yourself? You see, they tell you love your neighbor as you love yourself. That is evil also. And that will make you a fool at 40. You don't supposed to be that. Trusting your family and friends as yourself, that is evil. And that's why they end up disappointing you. That's why you end up having heart attack or heartache because of them. Oh, you're regretting it. You see, when I have money, I used to give to them. Now, because I don't have, they are telling me this, they are telling me that. Hi. And in such thing, I tell you, learn how to talk. Talk. Stop saying for peace sake, for peace to reign. No, learn how to talk. Learn how to talk back. They tell you, no, you don't listen to every dog that back. Yeah, you shut up. You look for stick. Dog back. Look for a stick. So, the dog will run away. The dog barking, you are running. They will be chasing you. Oh, this one don't know. They'll be chasing you. And there are things you're supposed to know, Africans, the difference between black and white informations. The white sayings of white people is not for you black people. It's not for us black people. Many of you don't know the difference. One person tell you, oh, love is all we need in this world. You believe them and you join them saying the same bullshit. Is it not love that put you in the situation you are today as a people, Africans? They love you. That's why they came. And they stole from you, destroy you. Stop trusting your friends. Stop trusting your family members. Learn how to live your life. Trust is bad. Trust is not a natural thing. Why should you trust that person? No, bring that. Okay, come, let's work together. My daughter asked me money. I say, no, I'm not giving you money. Okay, sell this thing. She said, so I said, okay, I will buy more for you to sell. She said, no, it took me time to sell this thing. Oh, I see. But that's business. That's what business is all about. You must learn how to, continue speaking, continue talking, or continue lying for you to sell that goods. Some people have better goods than others, but those people that have better goods than are making more profit than them because those people know how to talk. Go to Jalaba International Market. As even when you don't want to buy this thing, there is somebody, uneducated person, but intelligent. He will talk you into buying it. Something you don't need, or you went to buy this thing. The person will talk you to buy this one also. And these two things cannot, but it will convince you that, with this, this one will work better. It will make it this. You buy it when you go, it's done. You already bought it. You say you're returning it. Okay, look at the invoice now. No refund of money after payment. Okay, keep it now. When we say we bring it, we will give you the money. Otilo, it don't go. Your money has gone. So learn how to talk. If you don't know how to talk, they'll be talking over you. And people will think you are at fault. You are the guilty one. Some of you, because you know what to talk, but you don't want to talk it. You're just crying. And when you cry, it's a sign of weakness to them. When you cry, it's a sign of vulnerability to them. When you cry, it shows that we are winning. We are dealing with him. Imagine the case between me and my mother and my some of my siblings. If I'm the crying type, as I used to be when I was little, if the knowledge of factual truth that I have now has not emboldened me, I'll be afraid. But when I listen to what my mother said, I said, that's stupid. She's a stupid woman saying that. Yes, my mother. Why do I say that? Am I not afraid of her cursing me? Which she already did. But I know she cannot curse me successfully. No human being can curse me successfully, even when I'm wrong. That's what knowledge does. But many of you still, because you trust them so much, so you submit yourself. They are mastery over you. They are subduing you. And you think it's a way of life. It's not. That's why you think life is not balanced. Life is not fair. No, you are the stupid one. You refuse to be balanced. You refuse to be fair. You are practicing forgiveness instead of fairness. Stop trusting anybody. Some of you have seen that some people gather together and put their money together and send one person to China to import goods, and the person squander the whole money. Yet you will do it tomorrow because you want to be rich. I want to belong. They say if you join so club, you will make it. You just go. But it may not be your part. Every part is not your part. No other part is your part. Know your own part. Remember, I've been telling you that know yourself and know your part. Your part is your nature. There's no other person that knows that part but you. And you keep seeing it in your dream, in your revelations, in your visions. But because you have another belief, or you have belief, or you have hope, or you have love, or that, you ignore it. Then you go to some stupid people like these criminals called pastors. They interpret things to you and collect money from you. Why you still suffering? Today, you still doing the same thing. Okay, all of you go to China together. You say, no, my money is not enough. Then do what is other things you're supposed to do with your money. Instead of you giving it to one greedy person that pretended to be so nice to you and they travel in, they tell you, oh no, the thing didn't work. This money I have now, I made it on my own. The one you guys contributed, it messed out, it did not go well. No. Because you trusted the person. Don't trust anyone. Trust no person. Nobody, even yourself. You see, when people say believe in yourself, I say, no, don't believe in yourself. Know yourself. Is the best thing you can do is to know yourself. Don't believe in yourself. So you don't destroy yourself. So if you keep trusting them, they will keep disappointing you. And you keep complaining. You keep cursing them. Nothing will happen to them. So a fool is a stupid person doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. You see them, a fool at 40, hearing the truth, the factual truth, seeing the factual truth, knowing the factual truth, but believe the lies. What are the lies? There is God. What are the lies? Gospel of God, gospel of Jesus Christ, or gospel. What is lies? Sentiments. What is lies? Entitlements. What is lies? Opinions. What is lies? Myth. What is lie? Fiction. What is lie? Things that people made up that has nothing to do with our originality. It's a lie. And you are believing it. That's what makes you a fool at 40. It's not happen, it has nothing to do with age. Not 40 years old. No. After hearing, seeing, knowing factual truth, but you choose, I believe. I still believe there is God. I still believe. I still believe Jesus died for me. I still believe. I still believe one day God will make a way for me. Miracle will happen. I believe one day my children will do this, my children will do that. I believe. Well, I believe. I believe. I believe. Wake up, my people. Think for yourself. Hold the knowledge of factual truth tight. Don't let it go. Nobody can take, even if they imprison you, they can never take away the knowledge of factual truth you have. Imagine they imprison me today. You think I will enter any prison and everybody will remain the same? No, I will talk to them. Somebody, I've been seeing this person, elderly man, wearing Kemet stuff, Ank, he's an instructor. He says sometimes he even teach in schools free of charge. So he tell me about the third eye. I say, it's my brain you're talking about. He said, yeah, you're right. These people calling it third eye, whatever, that's what people made up. But it is my brain. The third eyes they're talking about is your pineal gland, blah, blah. It's your brain. Just engage your brain. Education made them complicate things because they think if they put it that way, it will make them make them appear smarter than you. And you will respect them that as people smarter than you. No, they are not smarter than you. Use your brain. And they will begin to say, this one is a hard one. It's a hard nut. We cannot crack this one. I'm happy. I'm happy when they say I am rude, than them be happy that they are using me or they are smarter than me. No, this one is strong-headed. Yeah, that's me. I am not a fool. Talk less of being at 40. No, I can never be that. I can never be a fool again. They raised me to be a fool, but I freed myself. And you today, you can do that. Free yourself today and live your life. Trust God, trust Jesus, trust beliefs, trust faith, trust all these imaginary things they made you believe is the truth. Folklore. Your ancestors is somewhere, but that's folklore. It's not. Many things we believe here is true. That person turned to this. Those things are folklore. The real one, you will see it. It will manifest. You see it. So when they say, show me. Somebody said that. Two words that kill every belief system, every faith, whatever. Show me. Prove it. If they cannot show it to you, they cannot prove it. It's just a mere saying. It has it holds no water. So don't live in any fear of them. Don't have faith in them. Don't hope in them. Don't love them. And don't humble yourself to them. Live humanly. In other words, live wisely. According